Hi everyone and all, I am Rifat Nadeem. The date today is the 6th of October 2023 and this video is a part of the raw and real series that I am doing these days. And in this series what I am doing is I am covering my experiences as someone who is trying to get rid of this extra belly fat and develop those abs. So what I'm doing is I'm documenting my state of mind, my thought process, my feelings in this journey. I'm sharing with you my thought process in the sense that when I get good results or when I hit the gym hard enough, when I'm regular enough with my exercise and about my diet plan, and when I am not regular enough or when I end up eating some food that I do not want to eat, what do I feel like after that? Or when I miss on some days of my exercise, what do I feel like, and how do I get back to the how do I get back onto the right track of exercise and diet, uh, and especially my state of mind these days, the state of mind, the mindset, actually, I should say, that is pushing me forward, that is keeping me on the right track in terms of my effort to get rid of the belly fat and develop my abs. Anyway, coming to the real point as far as this video is concerned, this video is all about four uh, types of eating habits or four reasons why we eat, and these are the four reasons that I have come up with on my own. This is my subjective list. You can add to it, you can simply reject it altogether, it's up to you. But I thought, why not share it, this idea with you, and I am benefiting from it. Some of you might also benefit from it, especially those of you who are trying to lose weight, who are trying to lose this extra belly fat, the stubborn belly fat, or who are trying to develop abs. And these four categories are they are all about eating habits. First of all, we eat when we are hungry. Okay, this is the first category, and this is totally natural. Second of all, we eat only out of a habit, only on the basis of a habit. And thirdly, we eat only when we are in a social situation, only when we are in a context where in a social context where everyone else is eating a certain kind of food and we have to sort of support them or go with the flow, so to say. And then the fourth category is when we are trying to change our state of mind. Maybe we are tense, maybe we are depressed, or in this category I also place this reason of pleasure that we get out of food. When we consume a certain kind of food, we get a certain sort of experience of pleasure. By the way, if you have watched my video that I did on the same topic in Urdu, you do not need to watch this video because this is simply a repeat of the same ideas. But if you only watch the content in English, then you can keep on watching this video. And these are the four categories, by the way. That is the main point. And now I'm going to share with you two additional sort of tips or these bonus points regarding eating habits, of course. One of them is I discovered along the way by watching all this content by experts that one of the tricks that you can play on your mind is that you can eat, sometimes you can eat too much of the healthy food that is a permanent part of your exercise regimen these days. The benefit of that will be you would not want to eat the unhealthy food because you will not be hungry anymore. That is a trick that really works because I have tried it out, and this does not mean, and it works, and this does not mean that you should always eat too much of that healthy food. Yes, we know that we have to divide it up into, let's say, 3 meals a day or 5 meals a day, and but sometimes when we are feeling too much hungry, we can eat simply. This is what I do, and it's working in my case as I am working on my abs, as I'm trying to get rid of that extra belly fat. So and this is the tip that I wanted to share with you. And then the second tip, the second bonus point, is all about the idea of deprivation. Do not give yourself this idea that you are depriving yourself of some delicious, tasty food. Because when we give our brain the message that we are depriving ourselves of some food that is really delicious or that is really tasty or that gives you that pleasure of palate, what you are going to do is your days are numbered. Really, you are if you are sticking to some strict diet these days, you may not be able to stick to it for a long time if you are again and again conveying yourself the message of deprivation. What you should do is, what I do is, and it works in my case, when I eat that healthy food that is a permanent part of my diet plan, for instance, boiled chicken breast piece or boiled eggs, I tell myself that this is the food. This is the sensible choice in terms of the food that I have to consume. This is the food that is going to help me get rid of this unnecessary belly fat, and this is the food that I need to develop those abs and make my muscles strong. These are the two tips that I wanted to share with you that really work in my case. And just to add a little more to this point of deprivation, what happens is when people, they are in a social context and they have already told themselves that they have deprived themselves of the food that they would like to eat or the food that is tasty. When you are in a social situation, you just, you need that lame excuse that you are depriving yourself of that food, although it may be totally unhealthy, and you get into a situation and then you just binge on it. You just do not stop yourself and then you eat too much of it. Maybe, as far as I'm concerned, maybe once in a while, maybe once only in 10 days, that unhealthy food, but not too much of it. But if you make a routine of it, if you start eating that unhealthy food on a daily basis, you are definitely going to go back to the same weight that you have, maybe you have gotten rid of so far by following a strict diet plan or a strict exercise regimen as well. And one more tip I can share with you just quickly. I'm respectful of your time, but this is something that will work for you because it has worked in my case, and I'm sure this is going to work in your case as well for the most part, because this is really effective and it simply addresses our sort of nervous system or our brain, or the message that we keep creating in our brains. And that is, whenever I look at an unhealthy food, I tell myself that this is the surest way of accumulating belly fat, this food. So this food goes out of the window. This is the food that is really, it is the junk food, it is bad food, it is unhealthy, it is undesirable, because this is the food that is going to, put me off the right track. So to keep myself on the right track in terms of my diet plan, in terms of my exercise, in terms of my targets and goals to achieve that flat belly, I tell myself that this is the unhealthy food, that it is total crap. This is what I tell myself. And by the way, I have been working on my eating habits for the last about 4 years now, and now it is a complete lifestyle with me. I mostly eat healthy food because I have worked on myself. And I kept telling myself in the initial days about the value and the benefits of healthy food and the harmful effects of the unhealthy food. And this is how I changed my perspective about food. And now for the last about a few months, maybe 3 months or so, it has really picked up. Really, my drive, that inner drive to develop those abs more quickly, and to get rid of the remaining belly fat. I have made immense progress, and some of the videos I have shared with you already about my progress so far, and I am going to share with you some more videos as well. And I have got some videos like from 2 years ago or maybe 3 years ago, when I had this huge big belly, and now I have made immense progress, and I'm going to share those videos with you as well, just to give you an idea of the journey that I have made successfully so far. And anyway, coming back to the point, uh, those four eating habits, or the four reasons why we eat, they are the ones. And out of those four reasons, three are extremely sort of controllable and avoidable. For example, when we eat only because out of a habit, because it is a habit with us. For instance, one of the habits with me was, whenever I would sit before my laptop, I would drink a lot of sweet tea. Okay. And because I'm working on my lean muscle, um, we have to avoid sugar. And then the second unnecessary category of, or the reason of eating food, is when we are in a social context. And the third one is, of course, when we are only trying to change our state of mind. In order for us to change our state of mind, we do not have to rely on food all the time. there are multiple other effective, healthy, and constructive ways, empowering ways that we must rely on to change our state of mind, to get rid of worries and depression and frustration, and to get into a state of mind that is empowered, that is positive, that is uplifting. We can develop that state of mind without binging on food that is unhealthy. What I do is there are affirmations that I practice, there are ideas, there is this belief system that is empowering, uplifting, constructive. I read books, I watch content that is empowering, that is positive, that is constructive. Then my perspective, now it is a permanent habit with me that I have a perspective that is healthy, that is positive, that is empowering. I do not have to eat food now to change my state of mind. Okay, so these are the four categories that I wanted to talk about, and I am benefiting from them, and I hope that you too can benefit from them. Thank you very much.